Is there a hotel around here?
Yes there is.
Oh, really? Is it near the lake? Do the rooms face the lake? Is it under 12,000? Half board or full? Does it have a pool?
Huh? In the age of the mobile phone, nobody looks for hotels like this. So why do you still pay with cash when you have People's Pay mobile app from People's Bank? Scan the Lanka QR code and make your payments with People's Pay mobile payment app from People's Bank.
In a few moments, the news.
Scan the Lanka QR code and make your payments with People's Pay mobile payment app from People's Bank.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(1:15). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. The President, in his capacity as the Minister of Finance, will present the 2023 budget to Parliament today. The largest sum has been allocated for the Social Security Programme of the country. Today's budget speech presented by the President will be broadcast on the Sinhala, Tamil and English services and on all regional services of the SLBC. A series of national policies included in the budget will be in line with international standards. The government of China is scheduled to provide 10.6 million litres of fuel for the development of the agricultural and fisheries sectors. In world news, Slovenia elects lawyer as first female president. The President's Media Division says that President Ranil Wickremesinghe, in his capacity as the Minister of Finance, will present the 2023 budget to Parliament today, aimed at creating a long-term stable economic growth. The 2023 budget has given special attention to the sectors of capital market, export market, labour market and digital economy, and it is expected to achieve the budget targets through the social market economy. This year's budget will focus more on providing social welfare benefits to the people who need them most in creating a policy environment to build the private sector as a driving force of the country's economy. Through the 2023 budget, the process of building a new economy tailored for the new world has been initiated, aimed at creating a program to ensure a decent country for the youth. State Minister Ranjit Singh Balapitiya says that a series of proposals targeted welfare activities and the development-oriented budget will be submitted to Parliament. It includes several medium and long-term proposals to rebuild the country. It is also expected to expedite the state service and to digitalize the private sector. The largest sum has been allocated for the Social Security Programme of the country. That includes 572 billion rupees. The overall government expenditure from this budget is estimated at 7,885 billion rupees. He also stated that it is an increase of 1,785 billion rupees more than last year. General Secretary of Parliament Dhammika Dasanayake says that the questions that expect oral replies will not be conducted during the days on which the budget is being presented. Today's budget speech presented by the President will be broadcast on the Sinhala, Tamil and English services and on all regional services of the SLBC. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Scan our QR code and make your payments with People's Pay mobile payment app from People's Bank.
We continue with local news. Parliamentarian Vajira Abhivardhana says that the budget which is being presented today will include a series of national policies that will be in line with international standards. Participating in the Dasadesin Hatha program of the SLBC, he stated that the President will present a budget that will safeguard and benefit the people of the country. The country is bankrupt due to the mismanagement of the finances. He believes that the President will take measures to rectify the malpractices that have occurred in the country. Meanwhile, Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says that the state institutions should be developed to rescue the country from the present economic crisis. State employees should be well trained to manage modern technology efficiently. He made these remarks while participating at the Dasadesin Hatha program of the SLBC this morning. The government of China is scheduled to provide 10.6 million litres of fuel for the development of the agricultural and fisheries sectors. They will supply the stock of fuel on a request made by President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The stock of fuel will reach the island by next month. The Maha-season paddy harvesting is now being carried out and measures have been taken to distribute fuel without any shortage. That ends the local segment of news.
Nobody looks for hotels like this. So why do you still pay with cash when you have People's Pay mobile app from People's Bank? Scan the Lanka QR code and make your payments with People's Pay mobile payment app from People's Bank.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Several special programs will be implemented to increase the food security in the country parallel to the 75th Independence Day celebrations next year. These programs will be initiated under the advice of Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena. A circular with the signature of the Secretary of Public Administration, Priyantha Mayadunna, will be issued. Accordingly, home garden cultivation will be carried out in 14,022 villages, in line with the Independence Day celebrations. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Watch Life is brought to you by
Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
Watchlight, the residents of Ratgama complain that they are facing many difficulties due to the collapse of the old culvert constructed across the Ratgama Canal. They request the relevant authorities to construct a new culvert for the convenience of the passengers who use this facility. This is for the attention of the chairman of the Ratgama Pradeshya Sabha and came to you in Watchlight.
Please be aware on institutes, registration and accreditation when you are selecting vocational courses which leads to achieve your future career goals. Do not waste your valuable time and money. Confirm institutes, registration and accreditation by TVEC. For more information, visit nearest district divisional secretariat offices and meet careers practitioners or skill development officers. Message from Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
We give you the strength to rise higher and higher.
Never step back, but always march forward.
Empowering you to reach greater heights. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines: Slovenia elects lawyer as first female president. 2. World War II planes collide in mid-air. Suella Braverman to sign revised deal with France on Channel migrants. Slovenia has elected a lawyer linked to former US First Lady Melania Trump as its first ever female head of state. Natasha Pirc-Musar is a journalist and lawyer who ran as an independent with the backing of Slovenia's centre-left government. She defeated former Foreign Minister Anže Logar, a veteran of conservative politics. Mr. Pirc-Musar won almost 54% of the vote ahead of Mr. Logar, who got just over 46%, the Election Commission said. Turnout among the population of around 2 million was 49.9% of the commission, they said. 2 vintage World War II-era planes have collided and crashed at an air show in the U.S. state of Texas, killing 6 people. Footage shows the aircraft striking each other at a low altitude, breaking one of the aircraft in half. A fireball can be seen as it hit the ground. The planes, one of them a Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress, were taking part in a commemorative air show near Dallas. Firefighters said there were no injuries among the people on the ground. According to our Dallas County Medical Examiner, there are a total of 6 fatalities from yesterday's Wings over Dallas Air Show incident. Home Secretary Suella Braverman is to travel to Paris to sign an expanded deal to try to stop people crossing the English Channel in small boats. Under the revised agreement, the amount of UK pays France to cover the cost of increased patrols at their end will go up from about £55 million a year to £63 million. The number of officers patrolling the French coast to try to stop people setting off will rise from 200 to 300. To end this bulletin of world news, we take a look at the headlines again. Slovenia elects lawyer as first female president. 2 World War II planes collide in mid-air. Suella Braverman to sign a revised deal with France on English Channel migrants. That ends this bulletin of world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
Amidst all challenges, we will rally around you and advance.
In the face of hardships, let's stand strong together.
Empowering you to reach greater heights. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
On to development news. The Ministry of Wildlife and Forest Conservation says that it has been decided to develop the Nandikadal, Nayaru and Sampalthibu lagoons as forest reserve zones. Cabinet approval in this regard has been received. That was development news. And now we take a look at sports news. The first ODI between the United Arab Emirates and Nepal is being played in Kirkuk. Batting first, the UAE scored 263 runs for 7 wickets at the end of 50 overs. And that was sports news. And next we take a look at our next piece of news.
The fastest way to earn the highest interest, an interest rate of 22% in 4 months. NSB, the safest place for your money.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Yes, we now take a look at business news. SLT Mobitel Enterprise, from the National ICT Solutions Provider and Undisputed Tech Leader, recently unveiled the power of seamless fixed and mobile enterprise solutions as a one-stop total solution provider to transform businesses in the digital era. Today, enterprises demand solutions which are truly innovative and reliable, able to unlock growth, deliver profitability and superior customer experience while being future ready. These businesses also continuously look for secure connectivity and digital platforms that will contribute to their efficiency and competitiveness. And next we have economic news.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The fastest way to earn the highest interest, an interest rate of 22% in 4 months. NSB, the safest place for your money.
Economic news intending to provide nutritious meals to undernourished children under the age of 5 years. The People's Bank donated 1 million rupees towards the Feed a Child project, which was jointly launched by the Sri Lanka College of Pediatricians and the Manusat Derana charitable organization. With the ongoing economic crisis, the Feed a Child program has taken measures to identify malnutritioned children and provide them with nutritional supplies worth 6,000 rupees once every 2 weeks for 6 months. That was economic news. And finally, we take a look at the weather report. The Met Department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at most places in the island after 2 p.m. Heavy showers, about 100 millimeters, can be expected at some places in the southern Sabragamur and the Uber provinces. Showers will occur particularly in the coastal areas of the northern, eastern and southern provinces during the morning. Misty conditions can be expected in the western Sabaragamo, Uva and the central provinces and in the Gaul and Matara districts during the morning hours. To end this afternoon's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again. The President, in his capacity as a Minister of Finance, will present the 2023 budget to Parliament today. The largest sum has been allocated for the Social Security Programme of the country. Today's budget speech, presented by the President, will be broadcast on the Sinhala, Tamil and English services and on all regional services of the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. A series of national policies included in the budget will be in line with international standards. The government of China is scheduled to provide 10.6 million litres of fuel for the development of the agricultural and fisheries sectors. And in world news, Slovenia elects lawyer as first female president. That ends this afternoon's news broadcast.